Hello and welcome back to the X-Files Revisited. We are moving on with episode 11, The Gift of season 8, which is a kind of darker, more reflective episode that ties Mulder back into the series while giving Doggett a unique spotlight and, surprisingly, one of the strangest and most tragic creatures I think we've ever had on the X-Files.
Yeah, definitely. It's like 2 episodes in a row we've had some kind of man beast thing that is doing stuff to people's bodies. The whole eating while you're alive thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we'll get into that a bit more, but yeah.
Yes. We're jumping way ahead here.
Yeah, we're way ahead. I'm just thinking about the level of self-control it takes to lie there while somebody just eats you. Certain instincts kind of kick in, I think, but whatever. Okay. Let's kick off with our usual guessing game. The Gift, 21 episodes of season 8. Where do you think this one lands?
Oh, bit of a tough one because I think Mulder is back, which I think the fans would like, but he's not there a lot, which the fans might not like.
Feel like being think teased. It's like the bod was there.
Yeah, I think I'm going to say 7.
7.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a big overestimation. This is 13.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
So, sometimes I just can't guess where the X-Files fans put things. You know that.
Yeah. There's certain ones where it just feels obvious that this is going to be high or this is going to be low.
Yeah.
And then there's others where it's like, I got nothing. I got nothing on that one. But okay, well, with that in mind, 217 episodes. Where we're going? You're going to aim a bit lower this time.
Yeah, I'm completely flummoxed. I think I'll go 156.
121. Yeah.
121, right? I went too low.
Yeah. You overshot too much.
This is a weird season where it's got like high episodes and then it's got really low episodes. But yeah, I don't feel it's a bad season at all. I think it's one of the stronger ones.
Yeah, it's bizarre because it's like it's strong in the sense that it's like there's nothing overly terrible about it or anything like that. But I do feel like so far we haven't had one of those like all timers. I feel like Red Rum has probably come the closest, but even that, I'm like, for the best of a season so far, it didn't like blow me away in the way that like.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, I don't think we've not have we given anything a 5?
I think you gave Red Rum a 5.
Red Rum 5, yeah.
I think
really enjoyed that.
4.5. So yeah.
But then it's hard to judge because like you're like, is it a 5 in the whole entire series of the X-Files, or is it a 5 in this season?
Yeah. And as the show goes on, I mean, I don't know about you, but I find myself giving a little bit more leeway because I'm like, well, to be expecting them to make the quality they were making like 3-4 years ago, it's probably a big ask. So I kind of let them off a bit, but I'm trying not to do that as we go through these episodes. I'm trying to be.
Yeah, I think I judge the scores as in how this season has been thus far, or how that's kind of landing. You know, like the last one, Badla, I gave a 4. That wouldn't be a 4 in any other season. But for this season, I really enjoyed it. It was fun. It just get a little bit entertaining after some episodes that weren't as entertaining. So in that context, I gave it a 4.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I'm trying to just be like, no, don't matter what season we're in, just measure it against what's the gold standard, and what's El Mundo Guerrero, whatever. It's like Although even El Mundo Guerrar to me isn't El Mundo Guerrar anymore. So
No.
yeah.
Let's just go back to the famous, like, Fearful Symmetry, Dodcam, that kind of level of
that space. Thing is,
space.
space is so bad. I just kind of erase it from the memory.
Yeah.
Dodcam's just like funny bad.
Yep.
Fearful Symmetry is funny bad. Space is just like, no, let's just erase that. Like,
Yeah.
Roland is funny bad.
Yeah.
Great stuff.
It's just funny, like, when you think back to season 1 and you're like, squeeze, ice, space. And you're like, how did that happen?
That bit has a massive variance in it. It's just like, oh, we fell off the wagon there, guys. Let's pick ourselves up again. Yeah, I have no idea how that happens, but it does. So, yeah, all right. Well, the gift. Let's get into it. Let's get started. So we open up on a rainy night, and a man comes to a house in the middle of nowhere in some woods, and he enters, he shoots someone, and then he leaves. And as he gets into his car, we see that man is Fox Mulder. Dun, dun, dun.
I mean, it's a great opening, and I can imagine people watching this, and then all of a sudden Mulder is back, but it's not the Mulder we know, because he's decisive, he's acting, he's not thinking. He comes in a room, shoots people, and leaves, which is not the Mulder that we've seen before. That kind of, but again, you're like, okay, where's this going to go? This is interesting.
My first thought is alien shapeshifter. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I mean, not anymore, obviously, because I've seen the episode multiple times. But like when I first saw it, I'm like, oh, I bet this has got to be like the Bounty Hunters or one of those clones or something, that they're going to do something to try and set Mulder up or whatever. But yeah, obviously not. So we go from there to Doggett driving, and as he's driving, he's clearly thinking about the whole Mulder situation, because we get a bunch of flashbacks to remind us what the Mulder situation is, which, you know, is fairly helpful, because I do forget that he is a dying man.
Well, we know my memory, so I really found this absolutely necessary, completely necessary, because I had forgot all about him dying as well, so I really needed it.
Yeah, I'm sat there and I'm watching it, I'm thinking, oh man, Basil exposition, it's like, but then I'm like, although that was really helpful because I forgot he was dying, so
yeah,
they never really hammered that point home enough to make me go, oh, Mulder's out there and he's dying. No, it's just Mulder's out there and he's been abducted. That's great stuff. So thanks for that, guys. He gets to the sheriff's office and meets Sheriff Fry, who says, like, sorry that you're kind of wasting your time while you're out here. And we're kind of thinking, oh, what's he wasting his time on? What's the case? What's going on? But so Mulder apparently was there in spring, and a woman named Marie filed a false report because her sister got a little bit too excited over nothing. We're not really told what that nothing is. But Mulder's phone records show that he'd returned to the area a week before he disappeared. So, yeah. And I don't know about you, but instantly, I'm thinking, Sheriff Douchebag.
Yeah.
That guy knows exactly what's happened. He's covering it up. You can tell from his body language. Big time.
I'm with you. He just screams douchebag cop. Yeah. And you feel like he's hiding something immediately.
Yeah. So as soon as a sheriff says to someone, I'm sorry you came down here to waste your time, you know they're in on it. You know that's a deflection. It's like Doggett and Sheriff Fry go to see Paul and Marie. Marie had told Mulder she was going to disappear, but she says it wasn't like that. And then we kind of get, so as they're talking to Doggett, we get a flashback of Mulder. and he thinks that something was coming to the house for her. That's what her sister told him. So it's all like he said, she said. Where's the truth? What's going on? So she says she was just going to go away, and then her sister overreacted and said that no, that's not the case because a creature's coming for her. And Mulder knew about it, and they're all like, no, that's rubbish. Creatures, what? Pfft, they don't exist. So it's all just this kind of like, all right, which thread am I supposed to believe here? Because it's all mixed in. Because it's weird because when you get a flashback mixed with something that other people are saying which is contradicting that flashback, you're kind of like, okay, so what's the truth we're supposed to believe right now?
Yeah.
But
you've got a feeling that something's been hidden. Like you're not getting the whole truth. Everybody's just a little bit deceitful here.
Yeah.
But I think that builds to the intrigue because I genuinely I wanted to know what the hell was going on. Like I was in.
Yeah, like I wasn't saying that as a criticism. It's not like the writing's so convoluted and they don't know what they're doing. I think it's very intentional in sense it's throwing a lot of ideas out there, and then it's like, but which thread are we going to pull? Which thread leads to the truth? Who's lying? Who's telling the truth? So, yeah. Doggett spots some marks on the wall and asks them if they spoke to Mulder the night he returned. They say no, they didn't. Doggett spots that Marie is sick and on dialysis. Paul says Mulder was sick in the head, believed a creature was coming to eat his wife. That sounds like Mulder.
That sounds exactly like Mulder.
The thing is, when this guy says Mulder was sick in the head and then gives that, you can't argue against it, because that does sound like something Mulder would do.
Yeah. But also for Doggett, it's very believable. He's probably looking at the same thing, and
that's Mulder.
It made me super interested though, like on what was going on. Like back to one of those old fun X-Files episodes with Mulder chasing some crazy monster. Like it brought back that kind of, I say nostalgic feeling, but just for the kind of element that we've lost in some of the X-Files episodes.
Yeah, definitely. So Doggett tells the sheriff outside that he thinks there were bullet holes covered up in the house. The sheriff's like, do you want to go in and ask him about it? And Doggett's like, no, it's all right. I already know you're in on it. And he's like Columbo at this point. He's like, just one more thing. So Doggett feeds Mulder's fish, which is a nice touch. I like that. Yeah. It's just like, I reckon he shares fish feeding duties with Scully. It's like, when she can't do it, he's like, it's all right, Scully, I'll go around. So everyone's got a key to Mulder's apartment now.
I don't think he locked it at any point, because everybody was in and out of that room. So
he feeds the fish before rummaging through the apartment, finding a gun hidden under a cupboard.
Yeah. Which you just think, okay.
Yeah. And at one point, I was expecting Scully to come walking in because she's there to feed the fish, and she's like, "What are you doing here, Doggett? Why are you rummaging through Mulder's stuff?" It's like, and going to the whole like, "Now I distrust you again" kind of mentality. Yeah. So the sheriff exhumes a grave. Paul comes running over as he does so and asks if it's true. And the sheriff's like, well, that's what I'm about to try and find out. And as he carries on exhuming, we see a stone arrangement on the grave. It's like a little pattern circle with a cross in it. So
yeah.
Feel clearly, we know for a fact now that these two guys are in on it. They know the truth. They're hiding stuff. Because why would they be doing this if not? So,
but I'm still like, I really want to know what it is. You know what I mean? I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
Like especially at this point, because they've got a digger in, they're digging up a grave, the police are involved, they're hiding it from the FBI. You're like, this seems big.
Yeah, yeah. I'm just glad that like we get to the point this quickly that these guys are in on it, and that like, because what the other way they'd do something is like, well, they'd hide it until the end, and then the obvious reveal, well, the sheriff was in on it, and it's like, yeah duh. So it's like, no, they're not playing that game. It's like, no, like, he's in on it. We all know he's in on it. You knew it the moment you saw him, but what is he in on? That's the thing.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Skinner comes into the office and finds Doggett, who tells him about the gun and how it's 3 bullets shy, which is exactly the amount of bullets that, we'll get there. Blood spatter. There's also blood spatter on the gun as well. Skinner railroads him, but Doggett says he's just looking for the truth, and that's why he's bringing it to Skinner and not to OPR. I'm not quite sure what OPR stands for. Operations? I don't know. OPR? Yeah, it's one of them things that, like, okay. Like FBI is such a well-known one. They don't have to tell us what that means, but it's fine. I like it. I get the sense that it's, it's some...
Well, it's Office of Professional Responsibility.
Ah, right. Okay. Right, which is fine.
Totally knew that. I just
yeah,
totally knew
yeah. Like I didn't need to know what it was in order to understand the plotting of it.
Yeah, kind of like it's like a regulatory body, isn't it? It's like
yeah. I
don't know, internal affairs or some nonsense like that. Or something. They just check
off
on
the Ofcom of FBI. Yeah,
yeah, so, that's exactly right. Yeah,
yeah. So the village arrives at a house with dogs and guns, like literally, like your old Frankenstein kind of pitchforks and all that stuff. And they're like, "Bring it outside!" And then a woman comes out and she says it's dead, and it's not dead because it does a runner through the trees out the back. Yeah. She's like, "Oh, stupid thing!" So they chase it, capture it, and drive off with it.
Yeah.
It's
at this point, it's like I'm kind of wondering, because I feel like it's set up as in this is a dangerous creature, but they don't try and kill it and they capture it. And again, my intrigue was through the roof. I'm like, what? I felt like there was something more going on. I just didn't know what it was, but all the way through it, I really enjoyed not knowing and having that guessing, because sometimes the X-Files can like trademark exactly what they're going to do or post it right at the start, but this felt like a real surprise, especially when we get to the reveal. I really didn't expect this at all.
Yeah, and as well, just the fact that they're showing the creature, like just in all it, like we know exactly what this thing looks like. It's like they're not hiding it, and they're not just going to give a few glimpses where it's like, oh, and then somebody gets killed or whatever. It's like, no, we see it. It's like they're breaking a lot of the rules that they normally adhere to. So Doggett and Skinner go to the sheriff's office. They question a death certificate of an unidentified transient, according to the sheriff, that was dumped outside the woman's cabin. This is the same woman that we just saw them kind of steal the creature from. And this supposedly happened the day after Mulder came to town. The second time he came to town. So Doggett accuses the sheriff of lying, and asks where the body is buried. I love that Doggett just comes right out of it. Yeah. Right out of it. He doesn't insinuate. Like Mulder would insinuate, but he'd insinuate really hard in a way that makes you know that he obviously knows. Whereas Doggett's a bit more kind of, yeah, I think you're lying. All right then. So they go to the graveyard and find an empty grave and a tunnel underneath. Skinner sees the stones and asks why leave them if the man was unidentified, which is something I probably wouldn't catch myself. But it's obvious, isn't it? It's like, why would you mark a grave if the person there is someone unidentified? I mean, but that's not to say that you don't have some good Christian lady in the village who's like, oh, we've got to pray for this man, and we don't know who he was. Let's mark his grave and all that. So,
but it's such a strange shape to mark the grave with as well.
Yeah. It's not like they've just put a cross there and or a few flowers or something. It's like, that looks like witchcraft. So the sheriff goes to Paul and Marie's and says they have to move fast. They bring the creature in. Marie lies down and gets eaten alive.
Yeah. And honestly, at this point, I thought it was like a sacrifice for the village or something.
Yeah.
Like, I still had no idea what was happening. Like, and the fact that she's just given herself so freely, I was like, this is just weird. They're all in on it. They seem to be like encouraging it. This thing looks weird. The dislocated jaw or the elongating of it.
Yeah.
It's just freaky.
Yeah. And I like that that's physical, practical effects as well. Like they did something similar in the first season of Smallville, which would have come out not too long after this episode, actually. Because I think Smallville, the first season was 2001. So this is, 2000, 2001, something like that. So, they did something in an episode with Amy Adams in Smallville, but they did it CGI. They did a similar thing to this with CGI, and it was like, oh, that looks rough. It looks really bad. Whereas here, because of that practical stuff, it looks gnarly, and it looks, you can feel the dislocation. It's like, So
this was like late January, early February. I think this came out.
2001.
Yeah.
Right. Excellent. So I don't know when that episode of Smallville aired. It would have been made in 2001, but it may have aired into early 2002. So, but it's just funny that this looks better and they use practical effects. And so so I mean, this is the biggest ask, I would say, that the episode is asking of us, is the idea that somebody can just lie there while someone eats them. Like, it just, it's a bit weird. Like, because, so given where the episode ends up and what happens with Doggett, there has to be a point in that eating process when the person being eaten dies. So if they die,
you don't know.
It's just weird. Again, it's a bit like the Badlar situation where they throw something at us, but they don't explain it enough to make me go, hang on.
But I don't think I want an explanation here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't. Like, it could elongate the mouth and just end up swallowing most of the body.
Or maybe it's because the creature took the life.
Yeah.
Whereas with Doggett was already dead and he ate the death, so to speak.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with that.
Yeah.
Even so, the amount of self-control it takes to lie there while someone just eats you. It's a big ask, a very big ask. Doggett and Skinner arrive looking for the sheriff. Doggett tells Paul he knows Mulder shot someone in his house. Paul tells them to leave. Skinner sees blood on the floor and says, "You missed a spot."
Yeah, and it's not a spot.
No, it's a puddle.
It's a puddle. Yeah, which I feel it would be better if it was just a splatter or a little bit, but not just an actual puddle of blood.
Yeah.
But it's just funny.
Yeah, but that's kind of what makes the whole Mr. Spot funny, because it is not a spot.
It's not a spot.
Yeah. So the creature we see is in a cave of some description. We're not quite sure where it is, and he's sicking up. He's just
Yeah, being
vomiting. Yeah,
violently
all
sick. It sounds like it's
violent.
painful.
Yeah, violently sick into a hole in the ground that is shaped like a human being.
Yeah.
It just gets weirder and weirder. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, what on earth?
And
So,
still never came across my mind that it was going to turn back into a person. Like it really didn't come across that way at all. I just didn't know what was happening.
well, I mean, because of the shape of the hole in the ground, I figured, well, it's definitely coming back as some kind of person, but like, what person is it? And is this some kind of sacrifice where they create something that they can use, or you know what I mean? It's just like, what's going on here? So Doggett tries to imagine what happened that night. So we get more flashbacks. Then he tells Skinner that Mulder was probably trying to protect Marie from whatever was in the coffin. Skinner says he needs to show him something. The same pattern as the stones, but drawn in blood. So obviously it's been cleaned off, but they have one of them like UV lights, and they see that it's still there. But yeah, I like here how we see Doggett trying to get in Mulder's head. He's like just really trying to profile the guy. That's why we see these flashbacks. It's like that's how he's seeing it unfold in his head. It's like, why would he do that? Why would that happen? Yeah, so Lone Gunman. Woohoo! I love the interaction here. It's like, Doggett's like, Langley, are you wearing pants? It's like, yes. And then he slinks off. So
Yeah, it's hilarious, and it's like he's again just showing he puts himself in the mindset of these people. He knows exactly who they are with the little interaction that he's had.
yeah,
He just knows. Yeah,
yeah. And what I also love is how even in their PJs, like if they laid their PJs out on the bed, just so you could see them laid flat, you'd know exactly whose PJs belong to who.
yeah.
You look at Byers, his PJs are practically a suit. It's like this weird kind of pinstripe button down thing with a white collar, and you're like, dude, you found a PJ version of the suit you wear on a daily basis. It's phenomenal. Love it. The Lone Gunmen say it's a medicine wheel used by shaman to summon a soul eater. Doggett reminds Skinner that Marie suffered from a kidney disease and says it wasn't a transient buried in that grave. To which, at this point, I ask, does this mean Doggett believes the creature story? Or is he simply looking at it from the point of view that, well, that's what Mulder would have believed? It's not that I believe it, but that is what Mulder would have believed, so I have to chase that particular theory because that's how Mulder, because that would have been the same chasing that Mulder would have done, and that might.
No, that's a good point. I don't know if I actually thought about that, but now you mention it, I think that's a really good point. I think he's trying to track Mulder through his thought process and put himself in his shoes, profiling.
Yeah.
No, I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. It's because he's acting like he believes. That's the thing. It's like he's not doing his usual. He's not coming out with any pithy comments. It's like no, he's going along with it as if that's the only breadcrumbs to follow. So Doggett goes to see the woman in the woods who found the body. To which I'm kind of like, I feel like he should have done that much sooner, to be honest. It's like, because we knew about the transient, so to speak. So I feel like that would have been like more of a first port of call, is to speak with her, but whatever. He asks her about Mulder, says she put the stones on the grave, says Mulder was trying to protect Marie. She says he's got it all backwards. Then Doggett hears a noise under the floor. He finds a trapdoor, goes down into a cave, and finds Marie, all gunked up.
Yeah.
So as soon as he wipes that gunk from her face, it's like, it's like to be
Yeah, it's
honest,
disgusting.
she looks a little bit like Tombs has been at her. Just a little bile all over her and stuff. But
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
just don't look good. So Skinner meets Doggett at the hospital. Marie is fully healed. No longer needs dialysis or anything. She smiles and giggles and all that kind of stuff. Doggett says she was cured by a soul eater. Now, he doesn't say that she says she was cured by a soul eater. He just says she was cured by a soul eater. And I'm like, is Doggett fully on board? It feels like he's fully on board. It feels like he's just accepted that this is what is happening.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
I think that's considering the skepticism that he's had before. It seems like a wild jump.
yeah, like the thing is it a wild jump or is it coming off the back of last week's episode?
Yeah, yeah, I can see your
Because,
point, but
because
then
last week,
I don't
like in
feel
last
like,
week's episode, he did
uh-huh.
see the guy sat there and then nothing on the camera. And he did see all the stuff to do with the bodies and like the fat guy and the he would have seen the aftermath of the stomach eruption and all that. Is he getting to a point where it's like, yeah, I need, okay, maybe deep down I don't quite believe it, but like I kind of do as well, or I've got to act like it could be. And yeah, I don't know. It's just the way he's acting, the way he's moving along in this case right now. He's acting like someone who believes, or at the very least accepts that could be the case. So yeah. So Doggett goes back to the cabin lady. She tells him it looks the way it does because it the creature that is, because it consumes people's sickness. Doggett insinuates that Mulder came to save himself, but didn't go through with it. She says he went to take its pain away, and they buried it, but it can't die, so she kept it in secret. Then Doggett turns to see it standing there. So yeah, we finally kind of get the answer as to what is going on. So this thing eats disease, eats people's sickness, and takes it upon itself.
Yeah, and there's a moment where it shows you the creature, and there's like a tear just like running down its face, and you're just like, yeah, what a horrible, horrible situation to be in.
Yeah, what a horrible gift.
Yeah,
just like he can't die, but he's just feeling all the cancers and all the goodness knows what. It's just constant state of pain. It's like,
yeah,
just put me out, please. It is one of probably the most tragic creature that we've had on the show.
Yeah, because it's not a monster.
Yeah.
It's not. It's something that's been doing real good and helping people, but to what toll on itself?
Yeah. What's the cost? And what's the cost to the community as well? Because like, if you're prepared to do that to another living, I mean, this thing looks human. Like, it looks human, but that a human
I think it's a human that's been cursed with all this pain and suffering, and that's warped it.
Yeah.
Or it feels that way.
Yeah. But it's like, if you can do that to someone, if you can save someone you love at the expense of someone else's pain and be okay with that, then what does that say about the society that we live in? Because I think you measure a society by how well it looks after its most vulnerable and its weakest. I think that's the true measure of a society. But yeah. Doggett tries to drive it away, but the sheriff rocks up and tells him to leave. He says, like hell, and the sheriff shoots him in the back. The creature has done a runner. The sheriff says it will come back. So they bury it. Sorry, they bury Doggett and then leave.
Yeah. And like, this was vicious. Like, I didn't see this coming at all. Like, when they came, they just shoot Doggett. And this is like, because you're not expecting the main character to die.
No, certainly not get shotgun blasted through the back. It's like, it takes. The thing is, it catches you off guard because you assume Doggett's just going to get in the car, and maybe there'll be a bit of a scrap. Maybe they'll pin him down. Whatever. They're not going to shoot him. You can't shoot the main character. So when he's like, boom, just blasted, it's like a bit of a shock, and you're like, what? And it takes a few seconds, but then after a few seconds, you know exactly how this episode is going to play out. But like, it's not like straight away. And I think it's because of the way it's handled, the way it's shot, the way it's choreographed. It is like, oh, what? And then you go, oh, all right, I can see what's going to happen here. Okay.
Yeah, but it's just it's the fact, like you say, like, there's no warning shot, there's no like stop, there's just like it's just shotgun blast, dead, and you're like, wow, that was unexpected.
Yeah. So Doggett wakes up covered in goop.
Yeah,
a woman sits with the creature, which is now dead, having brought Doggett back to life. So yeah, I do think it is that case where the people who got eaten, because they got killed in the process of that eating, it was like the creature couldn't take that death because he caused it.
Yeah.
Whereas here the death was caused by someone else, so he was able to take it.
So the death is the illness he's taking. Yeah, I do like that. It's a kind of poetic end to it all, I suppose. Right, okay, outro.
Hang on. So Doggett has no idea. Yeah, there's one more scene. Doggett has no idea how to write up his report. Skinner says, "Don't write it." So he's done his usual Skinner thing, which, at the beginning of the season he was like, "I'm going to tell everybody everything because people have to know the truth. I will never shut up. I will never keep quiet." And now he's like, "Don't write that report. Don't write it. You'll kill us all." So, oh man, Skinner says don't write it, but commends him for getting into Mulder's head. He says, "You and I both know what happened out there. No one else needs to." Doggett sees Mulder standing there, and then he doesn't.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah. Okay. So wrap up the wee outro thing. So I really enjoyed this episode. I think right from the start, seeing Mulder back and then having one of his cases. I'm a big Scully fan. She's nowhere in this episode, and she didn't feel missed at any point either. She's referenced. I like the fact that Doggett and Skinner are working together for a little bit. I like the fact
for the second time.
Yeah,
like via Negativity, it was like a Skinner Doggett team up, and now they're doing it again.
It's really great, and then it's the case itself I thought was terrific. So like, this is an episode for the people watching it, where it's about the mystery, what's going on, what's happening. For the people within the episode, it's all about getting in the mindset of Mulder, finding out what he was up to in this one of his last cases. I think it works incredibly well. It's a little bit weird and odd. The mystery is really strong. I think the creature's fantastic, and the idea of that is wonderful. I found myself gripped watching this episode, and I found myself hooked right from the start, and I feel it's one of the strongest episodes in this season so far. I really enjoyed it. For me, it's up there with Red Rum. So I think I'm going to.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm going to give it a 5 out of 5.
Really? Oh wow. Yeah. Okay.
I absolutely loved this episode.
Right. Okay. I enjoyed it quite a lot. I think it's very strong. I like the ideas. I like the mystery. I like the suspense. I like the fact that they literally keep you guessing right until the end as to what's going on, but not in a way that bores you, where you just like just get there. I just, it's just no. It keeps you guessing. It keeps you pointing the finger. It keeps you like wondering what the heck Mulder was up to, and I like the idea behind the creature. I think for me, it's a really big ask to think that somebody would sit there and not just naturally try and punch their way out of it and just let it. Oh yeah, go on, take another bit. Oh yeah, that one hurts. It's like, I have a really big ask with that. Like if you go straight for the neck and just kills them and then eats them, then fine, whatever. But we didn't see that. She was still sat there while he's chewing away, and it's like, and I just thought, yeah, that for me brings it down just a bit. But everything else I think just works really well. So yeah, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5.
Good. Okay, so tell me a little bit about Medusa.
I can't. Oh no, yes I can. Yes I can. I was like, Medusa's the one I can't quite remember, but no, Medusa is. I do actually remember, and takes place in a subway. Like pretty much most of the episode takes place in a subway. It's one of those episodes where you get a group of people together, and there's a threat down in the subway, and it's kind of a race against time to stop it. I seem to recall it being like a really good episode that gets derailed at the end of it.
I see what you did there. And I apologise to all the listeners out there. Okay, I'm kind of interested. I like it, so I take it's a monster of the week.
No, it's more your environmental type, like your Darkness Falls, that kind of thing. So yeah, that kind of.
Okay, that's fine. It's been a long while since we had one like that, I guess. So
yeah, and it does follow that Darkness Falls pattern in which the ending is just like, and it's wrapped up, and you're like, what? No, it isn't. Yeah. There's no way it's wrapped up that quick. So yeah, I seem to recall it having that kind of ending. But until then, I think I enjoyed it. But we'll see how it goes on a rewatch.
Good. I'm interested in that one. That sounds good as well. So there we have it. The Gift. I feel it's a really good episode. It asks that one question that I meant to mention, where the monster isn't the problem, but the solution, which I really like. I am kind of interested in Medusa. So join us next week when we're going to talk about that. But in the meantime, if you want to hit a like on YouTube or a subscribe or whatever podcast service you listen to us from, drop a little comment as well, because we love that. It allows others to discover our passion for the X-Files. And we will see you next week on the X-Files Revisited.